press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Today we shall start the social science textbook, among them especially the history part. Let us learn about the second chapter, that is from hunting, gathering to growing food. Let us learn about from hunting, gathering, to growing food. Let us discuss about this lesson. Okay. The people who lived in the subcontinent as early as 2 million years ago. The people who lived in the subcontinent as early as 2 million years ago, nowadays they were called as hunter and gatherers. The people who lived in the subcontinent as early as 2 million years ago, nowadays they were called as hunter and gatherer. What do you mean by hunter? Hunter means who hunts the animals. The people who hunts the animals, they were called as hunter. The people who gathered means collect, who collect the fruits, nuts, etc. They were called as gatherers. Okay, they were lived on the earth as 2 million years ago. Okay, how this name come from? How this name hunter and gatherers come from? This name comes from the way in which they got their food. The name come from the way in which they got their food. Okay, generally the hunter hunted the animals. Not only they hunted the animals, and also they caught the fishes and they caught the birds, isn't it? The hunter not only hunted the animals, they caught the fishes and birds. But the gatherers, they gather the fruit, roots, nuts, seeds, leaves, stalks and eggs. These were the items collected by the gatherers. Gatherers collected the fruits, roots, nuts, seeds, leaves, stalk and eggs. Stalk means stem of plants. The stem of plants were called as stalks. Why did they gather these goods? They collected these goods from the forest. For what purpose they gather these goods? They gather these goods for the food purpose. They want to eat all these things. For that purpose they gather means they collect these food items from the forest. Okay, so the hunter hunts the animals. Not only hunts the animals, they also caught the fishes and the birds. They also caught the fishes and birds, and they hunt the animals for the food sake. They want to eat. For that purpose, they hunt the animals. The gatherers were also wants the food. For the food purpose, they collect the fruits, roots, nuts, seeds, leaves, stalk and eggs. Stalk means the stem of the plants were known as stalks. Okay. So these peoples means the hunter and gatherers. They were not stayed in one place. They are wanderers. They are not stayed in one place. They are wanderers. Wanderers means they move from one place to another. These hunter and gatherers, they did not stay in one places. They move from one place to another. So they were called as wanderers. Wanderers. Okay. Why they did not stay in one place? Why did they move from one place to another? For what purpose? Let us learn about this. There are so many reasons are there. There are so many reasons the hunters and gatherers move one place to another. Let us learn about that reasons one by one. Okay. The first reason was in search of food. In search of food, these hunters and gatherers move one place to another. If the hunter and the gatherers stay in one place, if they stayed in one place for a long time, they would have been eaten up. They would have eaten up all the available plants and animal resources. After what happens? They become empty. Understood? If the hunters and gatherers stayed in one place, what happened? If they stayed one place for a long time, they would have eaten up all their available plants and animals. What happens? They become empty, isn't it? But these hunters and gatherers wants the food. For that purpose, they move from one place to another in search of the food. This was one of the important reason. Okay. The second one is animals moves from one place to another. The second reason was animal moves from one place to another. One place to another. The animal moves from one place to another. This is also the another reason the hunters and gatherers move one place to another place. What is the relationship between these animals and the gatherers and the hunters? Is there any relationship? Yes. Why did the animals move one place to another place? The same reason. The animals also wants the food, isn't it? The food is not available in one place. Especially, I will give an example. The lion, the tiger, they wants deer, wild cattle, wild buffaloes for their food, isn't it? They move from one place to another place, means where the deer, the wild cattle, and the wild buffaloes were available, isn't it? So these animals move one place to another place. In the same way, the small animals like deer, the wild animals, the deer and the wild cattle, wild buffaloes, they want for grass for their food. They were also moved from one place to another place in search of grass, isn't it? So in this way, the animals move from one place to another place. The people who wants to hunt those animals, He also moved from one place to another place to hunt these animals. This was the another reason the hunters and gatherers moves from one place to another. Okay. The next thing is, the next reason was in search of different kinds of. The third one is in search of different kinds of. In search of different kinds of in search of different kinds of plants. In search of different kinds of plants. Okay. These peoples, not only the hunters, they were also gatherers. I already told, they gathers fruits, fruit, nuts, leaves, etc. So, and also the trees and the plant. The trees and plants bear the fruits in different season, isn't it? The trees and the plants bear the fruits in different seasons. So, the people may have moved from one season to another season, one place to another place, where these fruits, nuts are available. So, this was the another reason. Did you understand this point? In search of different kinds of plants. These people, these gatherers want to gather fruits, roots, nuts, leaves, stalks, etc. Isn't it? So, the trees and plants bear the fruits. The trees and plants bear the fruits in different season. Okay, different season. So, people may have moved from one season to another, from season to season in search of different kinds of plants. Okay, this is the another reason the gatherers and the hunters move from one place to another. The next one is need of water. The other point is need of water. Need of water. Another point is need of water. The people, animals and the plants need water to survive. The people, animals, not only the people, animals and plants need water. For what purpose? To survive themselves, isn't it? They want water. Where we found this water? We found this water from river, lakes. We found this water from rivers, lakes, streams, etc. Lakes, streams. We found the water from river, lakes, streams, etc. Okay. Here, some rivers are perennial, some are seasonal. Here, some rivers are seasonal and some are perennial. What do you mean by seasonal and perennial? Here, some are perennial. And some are seasonal. Perennial means always flowing water. The perennial in the perennial rivers, the water flows always. Okay, there is no problem. The water is available in all season. But the problem is arise in the seasonal rivers. When where we found the seasonal rivers, there the problem is arise. So, seasonal means what? In these rivers, sometimes means some seasons only the water flows, especially the rainy season. Especially the rainy season, the water flows in the seasonal rivers. Okay, they become empty, become dry during the summer season. Understood? these rivers, among these rivers, some are perennial and some are seasonal. Perennial means always flowing rivers. The water is flows always. Seasonal means in some season only the water flows in these rivers. Other season there was no water. They become empty, dry, especially during the summer season. The people who are living on the banks of these rivers would have to go in search of water during the summer season. The people who are living on the banks of these rivers would have to go in search of water. The availability of the water is also one of the reasons the hunter and gatherers move from one place to another place. This was the another reason. So, these are the main reasons the gatherer and hunter moves from one place to another. Let us learn once again. Okay, the main points: the hunter and gatherer moves from one place to another places. There are so many reasons. Among them, the important reasons were in search of food. Second one is animal moves from one place to another place. With these animals, the hunters and gatherers were also moves from one place to another. The third one is in search of different kinds of plants. That is also the another reason. The fourth one is need of water. The people, birds, animals, trees were also need water to survive. Isn't it? So, need of water also made the hunter and gatherers move from one place to another place. These were the reasons. So, let us learn how do we know about these people. How do we know about these people? Let us learn about that. How do we know about these peoples? How do we know about these peoples? How do we know about these peoples? Especially the archaeologists have found some of the things made and used by these peoples. Archaeologists have found some of the things. Archaeologists found some of the things made and used by these peoples. So, with the help of these things, we can know about these peoples. With the help of these things, which were made and used by the gatherers and the hunters, with the help of these things, we can know about these peoples. So, which were the things made by the hunters and the gatherers? Which were the things made by these hunters and the gatherers? The people especially made and used so many tools. Especially they used the tools of stone. Especially they made and used the tools of stone, and also they made and used the tools of wood, and also they made and used the tools of bones. They prepared many tools. They made many tools, and they also used these tools. They made tools of stones, tools of wood, and tools of bones. Let us learn how they used these tools and what purpose they used these tools. Let us learn about that. Okay, especially they use the tools of stones for many purpose. They used the tools of stones in the many purpose. What purpose they used? Let us learn. Okay, they used these stone tools especially to cut the meat and cut the meat and bone. They used the stone tools to cut the meat and bones. Not only they used these stone tools for the purpose of cut the meat and bones, they were also used these stone tools scrape bark and hides. Scrape bark and hides. Scrape bark and hides. What do you mean by scrape bark and hides? Scrape means separate the pieces, means separate the stem of the trees is known as scrape. Scrape means separate the things, or to detach small detached pieces is known as scrape. Okay, to separate the trees means ತೊಗಟೆಗಳನ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ದೇ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ these stone tools. Okay, and also they used these stone tools to hides means to separate the animal skins. Hide means to separate the animal skins. Okay, this purpose they were also used these tools, and also they used these tools to chop fruit and roots. To chop fruit and roots. Fruit and roots. They also used these tools to chop the fruits and the roots. So, in this way, they used these tools for many purposes. Those purposes were cut the meat and bones, scrape bark and hides, to chop fruits and the roots. Okay, and among them, some may have been attached handles of bone and wood. Among these tools, some may have been attached. Some tools may have been attached handle of bone and wood. Among them, some of the tools may attach handle of the bone and the wood. For what purpose they attached the handles of bone and wood? To make spears and arrows for hunting. To make spears and arrows for hunting. To make arrows and spears for hunting. Okay, and also they used the wood. They chopped the wood for firewood. They used these tools for chop the wood. So, what purpose they chopped the wood? They chopped the wood for firewood. Okay, the wood was also used to build a huts. They used this wood to make huts and tools. Okay, in this way, all these weapons tells us the story about the gatherers and hunters. These weapons tells the story of the hunters and the gatherers. Next, which place they choose to live. Let us learn where they lived. In which place they choose to live. Okay, next let us learn about that. Let us know about that. So the archaeologists found how can we know about these places? So here in your book there are so many places are given. Look at the map too. Okay, here the archaeologists found evidence of the hunters and gatherers. Here the red mark triangles shows the places where the hunters and gatherers were lived. In your book the archaeologists mentioned those places. Let us we know about that. Observe here carefully. The Bhimbedka, Hunasagi and Kurnool caves. Here is the Bhimbedka. Have you seen? Observe here carefully. Bhimbedka, Hunasagi and Kurnool caves. Here the gatherers and hunters lived in many more places. The gatherers and hunters lived in many more places, but they are only mentioned only some places. Among them, some of the important places where the hunters and gatherers lived, they are especially Bhimbedka, Hunasagi, next one is Kurnool caves. These are the some of the important place where the hunter and gatherers lives. The hunters and gatherers not only lived in 1 or 2, 3 places, they lived in many more places. Okay, the only some places were mentioned here. Observe these places. These Bhimbedka, Hunasagi and Kurnool caves. These sites were located near the sources of water. Observe these places. These Bhimbedka, Hunasagi and Kurnool caves, where we found these places were located near the sources of water. Okay. Here the gatherers and hunters, they chose 2 places. They chose 2 places to live. Here the hunter and the gatherers, they choose 2 important places to live. Let us learn about which places do they choose to live and why. Understood what I am telling? The hunter and gatherers, they choose 2 places to live. Let us learn which were those places and why they choose those places. Okay. The first one is near rivers and lakes. Observe these places. These places were on the banks of the river. Means they are very near to rivers or the water resources. Okay. They choose to live near water and lakes. The hunter and the gatherers choose the place. Which place were near rivers and lakes. Especially the gatherer and hunters choose the place. Which place were near to the rivers and the lakes. Why did they choose these places? There are 2 intention. There are 2 intention. For what purpose they choose these places? There are 2 intentions there. Which were those? One is these people wants water, isn't it? Why did they want the water? They want the water to survive, to drink, isn't it? They want the water to drink. So for that purpose they choose their living places near the rivers and the lakes. This is the one reason or one purpose. Not only this purpose they stayed in these places, the another intention was also there. What was that? Not only the people wants the water to drink, in the same way the animals also want the waters to drink, isn't it? So many wild animals came to near river and lakes, came to near river and lakes to drink the water. When the animals came to drink water, the hunter can easily hunt those animals. Understood? When the animals came to drink water near river and the lakes, the hunter can easily hunt those animals. Very easily they hunt those animals. This was the two intention. These people choose their living place near river and the lakes, and also they choose the another place to live. Let us learn which was that. Another place was the good quality stone were easily available. So another place was the good quality stones were easily available. The good quality stones were available. The place was also chosen by these hunters and gatherers. Why they want the good quality of stones? Because they are more dependent on the stone tools. They want stone tools in more number. They took the more benefit from the stone tools. As a result, they want to make stone tools more in number, isn't it? If they want to make stone tools, they want the good quality of the stones. For that purpose, in which place the good quality of stones were available, they stayed in those places. In this way, in these places were chosen by the hunters and gatherers to live. Okay, let us learn. Were they know about the fire? Were they know about the uses of fire? Next, we pass on to finding out about fire. Finding out about fire. Finding out about fire. Were they know about the fire? Were they know the uses of the fire? Yes, they know about the uses of the fire. How can we find it? How can we find? Okay, we means the archaeologists. The archaeologists found ash in the Kurnool caves. Ash means booty. Okay, the archaeologists found ash in the Kurnool caves. Archaeologists found the ash in the Kurnool caves. What this suggests? This suggests that this suggests that people very familiar to use of the fire. This situation led to they know about the fire. They know about the uses of the fire. Okay, for what purpose they used the fire? How did they use the fire? Means for what intention? What purpose they used the fire? Let us learn about that. Uses of fire. Uses of fire. Uses of fire. They took many uses from the fires. The gatherers and hunters took many more uses from the fires. Let us learn among them some of the uses we learn. Okay. The first one is as a source of light. They used this fire as a source of light. is a source of light. Where these hunter and gatherers live? They lived in the dense forest, isn't it? It was very darkness during the night time. There was no light. For that purpose, they used these fire as the source of the light. Sources of the light. Okay. The second one is to roast meat. Second one is to roast meat. Roast meat. You already know they are the meat eaters. They hunt the animals and they eat it, isn't it? So they also use the fire to roast the meat. Made that meat very tastier. They roasted this meat in the fire. For that purpose, the fire is also used. The next one is to scare away animals. The next uses of the fire are to scare away animals. To scare away. To scare away animals means to scare away animals means for the protection purpose. For the protection purpose also they used the fire. How the fire protected them? During the night time there was very darkness, isn't it? The cruel animals can attack on these peoples. The cruel animals can attack on these peoples during the night time. To avoid that animals, they used the fire. To avoid the attacks of the wild animals, they used the fire. So in this way they took more benefits from the fires. They know about the fire. They already learned how to use the fire. They took more benefits from the fire. These are some of the uses they took from the fire. Okay, let us learn about how these peoples change themselves from the hunter gatherer to how they start to rear the animals. So what situation led them become the farmers and also they become the herderers. Okay, let us learn about a changing environment. A changing environment means the climatic condition was changed. Not only climatic condition, the whole environment was changed. A changing environment. A changing environment. Around 12,000 years ago, the major changes were held in climate. Around 12,000 years ago, the major changes were held in climatic condition of the world. The major changes were held in the climatic condition of the world. Means the warm climatic condition was formed. Warm climatic condition was developed on the earth. Around the 12,000 years ago, there was a changes of climatic condition. Not only changes of climatic condition, the whole environment was changed. Means the warm climatic condition was developed. Not only the warm climatic condition was developed, this situation led to development of the grass, animals and all. Okay. So when the warm climatic condition was developed here, this situation led to the development of the grassland. This led to the development of the grassland. Okay. So, not only this led to the development of the grassland, this situation led to the increase the number of the animals that survived on grass. This situation led to the increase the number of the animals that survived on grass, especially, for example, I will give an example. For example, deer, antelope, goat, sheep, cattle were increased in number, increased more and more number, especially the deer, antelope, goat, sheep, cattle. Goat, sheep, cattle were increased in number. Observe these animals. These are the grass eaters, isn't it? These are all grass eaters. They increased in more number. So in this situation, those who hunted these animals, now they started to follow them. So this situation led to the people who hunted these animals, now they started to follow them. Not only they started to follow them, and also they learning about their food habit. They learned about their food habits, and also they learned about their breeding seasons. Understood the situation? When the climatic condition was, when the climatic condition and when the whole environment was changed, on that time the grassland was developed. When the grassland was developed, on that time the more grass eaters were also increased in more number, especially the deer, antelope, goat, sheep, cattle. These are all increased in more number. These are all grass eaters. Okay. As a result, the people who hunted them, who followed them, they start to know about these animals, and also they learning about and also they learnt about the food habit of these animals, and also they learnt about the breeding seasons of these animals. So this situation helped the people to start thinking about herding and rearing of the animals themselves. This situation helped the people to start thinking about herding and rearing of these animals themselves. Okay, on that time fishing was also become another important on that time. Okay, fishing was also became important on that time. In this way, the man tried to rear all these animals. Okay, let us learn about how the people become farmers, and also how they become the herderers, how they start the farming and herding. Let us learn about that, the beginning of farming and herding. We shall stop here. We shall continue the next bit. Okay. Thank you.